Well, hey everybody, how are you all doing? Whittler Dave here. Yeah, you can see my fan in the back. I have a little air in here, and I use it to dry stuff and stuff like that. But I thought I'd do the video indoors because they're doing something outside. They're working on the roads and stuff. Let me clean these glasses so I can see you folks. But anywho, thought I'd just do it here. I'm gonna work on that leaf bow. I've been asked about that a lot, and I'm working on stacks and stacks of Christmas, and I just dropped one. Oh, there he is. But I gotta get all of this carved right here. These are just ornaments, just stacks and stacks of. And I got no thumbs today. Just stacks of all kinds of little doodaddies and stuff like that. And you know me, I live on coffee. Hey. And then a lady contacted me last night if I do wooden slotted spoons. And this is made out of cherry. It's got worm holes in it. I'm not done with it. I've got to clean it all up. But that's a slotted spoon. I do make all my own spoons. You know, this is a nice heavy handle. Still got to, all this has got to get cleaned up. I just draw. They're not totally perfect because this is totally hand done. You can tell. All hand done. This is going to be a beautiful spoon. She'll be here in October. So I'm going to make a few more spoons. I, haven't made any in a while and everything. I am a spoon and bow carver. But anywho, let's get you up here and mess around with this leaf here. Had to get out some chisels and stuff. Let's drain you down here. Hoo-wee. There we go. Got the lap board and stuff. Let's see here. Got the old mallet I made a long time ago. It's just out of scrap wood. You got maple. I had a piece of just junk old basswood. I put some walnut on it and I pinned it. So it's not going to go anywhere. And it's an in-between mallet. It's not as heavy as my dogwood. But you remember the leaf. I was messing with the leaf. A lot of people have asked me and everything. So we're just bowing it out. That's all we're doing. Yeah, we are. It's a beautiful morning out. I mean, the sun's out. I want to. I'll say a prayer for the ones that's been affected in the storms here lately. Lord have mercy. I feel sorry for everyone. I know how it is to have disasters. Been there and done that. So I want to say a prayer and shout out to everyone that needs a little love. That old Whittler Dave is thinking of you, and I pray for you because I've been there. Lord, yes, I have. And we're just getting him bowed out. I like that knot right there. I left a knot in it. And when I see that knot right there, he's hiding. He's a pretty little knot. I like that knot. It adds character. It adds beauty. All that. But I've got... I'll be posting a new angel, kind of new and kind of not. It's an angel that I do, but my biggest problem as an artist, I can't leave nothing alone. Lord, no. And I've redrawed it, changed it, added a second wing, because it only had one wing representing the angel, and it's similar, but it's not. The wings are different. It's a little wider, but I really enjoy carving angels. Always have, always will. I think everybody should have an angel in their house that overlooks you and protects you. It's your, to me, it's your protection. That's just, my grandmother raised me that way. So I've always enjoyed carving the angel. And then the other thing I did is, I have a good friend and he lost a grandson. And I'm not going to mention the little boy's name, but it moved me and broke my heart. So I'm not done with it. But I'm going to have Hannah, my girl that does calligraphy, see this angel? Ain't she pretty? Well, I'm going to have the little boy's name put right here. And I'm going to send it to his mama. I'm going to put it on a heart so she can set this in her house and always know that her baby boy is protected by an angel. And I don't want nothing for it. That's how I show love, folks. Ain't she pretty? She's not, and it's made out of that 100-year-old cedar. Very old, just like the leaf. You know, one-sided carving. Just very simple, very pretty. And like I said, I want to have I have a good friend named Hannah. She does all my calligraphy. And I'm going to have her to write his name right here. Then I'll clear coat it to seal it. He'll bring us all this beautiful red out. And then I'm going to hand carve a little heart that represents the love. And then I'm going to mount her on the heart. And then his mama can always look over there when this sets in their house and know that an angel is overlooking her baby. Yes, and that makes me feel totally excited to do something like that. I've always been giving. I was raised, if you give and give and give and give more than you will ever have, later in life you will receive. And that's just how I've lived my life. Like I tell people, I don't have to know you, see you, or do anything to tell you that I love you. I mean, that's just how I am. Oh, mercy. Yeah, I'm carving a bunch of Christmas, and then I'm going to start painting. Because the painting is what takes a lot of work, so I'm going to knock out a whole bunch of stuff, and I think next week I'm going to be doing a lot of painting. You know, just collars after collars. You know, a lot of love. So I have, well, next month, I'm about done with all the snowmen, the big ones. I've got a couple more things I got to do to them, and I'll line them all up here before I take them and wrap them up and put them in my house into storage. So, but I'll line them all up and show them to you. And, you know, I've got to draw, I think about drawing an elf Santa Claus. And it's a whimsical one. It's going to be similar like I'm doing the snowmen and stuff. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Whoop, whoop. Whoopsie daisy. The old man dropped it. So yeah, I've got this idea. It's buzzing in my head, and it, you know, I just, you know, I got to sit down and kind of start doing some lines and sketching and see if I can't pull it out of my old noggin before it can stop driving me nuts. And he's not going to be very tall. He's probably going to be, you know, 8 inches, something like. I'm sorry, folks. Let's do it this way. About 8 inches tall, something like that. You know, he's not going to be too bad. Something simple. You got to remember, I live in a tourist town, so I've got to keep things reasonable and everything. I really don't like winter, but I do look forward to that show on the mountain. You know, I love performing. I love when people come and visit me. I mean, just, you know, just awesome. You know, I'm getting ready to get an American map put on my shop wall in here. So when you come and see me, and you come to my house, literally, I'm going to have pins out there, and I want you to start pinning your location. If you're in Kentucky, or if you're in Oregon, or if you're in Alaska, you know, you just pin the state. And I'm going to start doing that. I think that would be totally neat. And I'm going to, every time somebody comes, then I'll show it on YouTube and show you how many places people have been. The only one I've got to do, I've got to make it. When my wife's niece came in, she's from New Zealand, so I'm going to have just to make her shape of her state and stick it over to the side. Because she is the longest distance that anybody's ever been in my shop so far. And I welcome anybody. Remember, like I told you, I'm poor but friendly. Oh, yes'm. Don't you like that sound of that? I love the sound of that hammer. I do. I love mallet. I love to chisel. Let's get you around here. No, I don't fasten this down. See, my arm's laying on it. You've been carving as long as I have. You learn all kinds of tricks. You learn. Now don't look at the mallet. I get asked that all the time. You don't look at the mallet when you swing. Like, no. My hands remember. I have memory in my hands and my arms. I don't need to watch that mallet. I know where it is all the times. I know how hard to hit, how light to hit, turning the chisel. Shoot, I've done a lot of chisel carving. I used to do big sculptures and stuff back when I had collar in my hair, folks. That's been a long time, hasn't it? Yes. Oh, I love this leaf. She's starting to bend and shape. Look at that leaf. Woo! Look at that leaf. I feel a lot better the other day. A lot of people were concerned because the last video I did on this leaf, they could tell I was not feeling too good. And, I appreciate and love everybody that, was asking me if I was all right and stuff. And, I have an extreme bad back and legs. And when I overdo things and, then it really bothers me and hurts me. So I had to I lost 2 days last week. Because when I can't feel my legs to walk, well, I just wobble and fall over. That's just the old back and legs. I have used my back and legs way too much. I've worked hard all my life. And so it's the price I paid just to work. Now, look at that. Look how that is. It's not a very deep, but I can't get really nutty in here and really make it deep, folks. That would be virtually impossible because I would go right through it, and then you'd have a leaf with a hole in it. Like, I got a hole in my pocket. And we're just gonna play with some more. Oh, mercy. I know in October in Sevierville we got a carving show, and I'm going to go to it. I got some people who are going to meet me there and who's been in my shop and some other people. And I haven't been to one since, we used to have one in Townsend, Tennessee. And then it shut down, and that's been, shoot, 5 years ago, maybe longer, Lord, I don't know. So I haven't been to one, and I'm hoping people will maybe have some wood. I always look for somebody that makes custom knives, that's hand done, because I'm 100% hand done artist. I only believe in God, country, and flag. So I look for people that are like that truly they're makers like me. They're just not hand carvers. They're just not, they're what I am as a maker. When I do a show, I come in and I carve all day long. I want you to know that I am truly, what I am selling is truly handmade right here in the United States. Right here, America strong is how I am. Never will change me. So I look for stuff like that, and I have a lady that was in my shop, with some of her students and stuff, and she's going to be there. And we text last night, and Lord, yeah, I cannot wait to see her. It's been a few months, and she don't live that far from me, not actually. Lives down in Kentucky, so that's cool. I'm getting ready. She was asking about some patterns she sent me, and I had to apologize because I was so busy and I haven't got these patterns laid out for some of her. I think there's some for her students, but now I'm starting to lay them out, so I will get them to you. You know who I'm talking about. I will get your patterns. I do so much, folks. I do like 50 things in one day. That's just how I've always worked. I can multitask extremely fast. But you had to back then. There was no crying back then. Either you worked or you starved. That's plain and simple. That's just don't sugarcoat it. Either you worked or you starved. There was no video games, no computers, and I'm gonna tell you what, I wish it was like that right now. Even though I love talking to you guys, I just really have people come to the house all the time. And, you know, less computers. I mean, we got to have some, I understand. You know, I do love my YouTube channel. I do. I'm up to like 970 some odd. I'm like 30 some away from having 1,000 followers. And man, I'm hoping, I'm wishing that I get that, because all I want to do is create a better channel, show this love, and you know, maybe YouTube will recognize it and give me more of a spot to be. You know, that's not for everybody, but I just want to get out there and have more of a spot, and be recognized, and you know, so I'm getting close. I didn't think I'd ever get that close. My good friend Brian made mention the other day, says, and here you thought you'd never get up that far. And I was like, no, I didn't. But I didn't know if anybody was out there like me, that was just true to the craft. You know, a true hand artist, and love doing what they do, and love to share. That's the biggest thing. I share everything, and I wanted to make this channel, like I'll say this over and over, for the kids. You don't have to worry with old Whittler Dave. It's for the children. And the children can ask me, just like the one lady with Jacob. You know, and I will design something. Always remember that. It ain't no biggie to me. Yes. Up too tight. There we go. Had to cut it the other way, folks. Gotta listen to that wood. She's talking. She is. Get your ear out. Oh, yes. Well, you're pretty late. Something to put your rings or a necklace in, or that potpourri stuff, that smelly stuff. I know I probably ain't saying it right, but oh well. Oh well. Yes. Oh, there we go. When I finish this here, folks, I will have it on the channel here to let you see what it's going to look like. And like I said, I'm getting ready to, probably this weekend, I'll start on another, that angel, and show you what I've done. And I'm probably going to cut out an original one so you can see a little, you know, it's similar. You know, there is a lot similar there, but besides, like I said, the wings, and maybe a little thicker, and everything. Like I said, that's the artist in me. Can't leave nothing alone, Lordy. I got one down on the floor right now. I carved her yesterday, and she's just sitting there drying paint. Watching paint dry. What you doing? Oh, I'm watching paint dry. Literally. Listen to that knife. Oh, I love the sound of that knife. Cannot beat it. That's what I'm saying. Machine carving, all them, you know, lithographs and all them routers and stuff that just, you know, push a button and poke it out. There's no love there, folks. None. No love. Find an artist in your town, in your hometown, or find me and buy for them. You may have to give $1 or $2 more, but the thing about this is, like I've said over and over and over, This right here, if you buy this from me, 100 years from now, as long as you take care of it, it is an heirloom piece. It can be handed down. It will not, there's nothing wrong with it. It can always be handed down through generations. That's what my stuff is and other artists. When you buy stuff from other artists, it's the same principle. Yes, it is. Anything you get from an artist that truly is a maker, that pours their love, sweat, and tears into it, and, you know, you'll have it for life, folks. Just take care of it, and you can hand it down to your children. I've got carvings that I made and I won several shows with when I was 18 years old. Now you can do the math. I'm 60, and I got one daughter's got one of my carvings. My other daughter, hasn't got hers yet, but I've had these since I was 18 years old. I carved them when I was in school, and I entered some carving shows, and I won it, and I made newspapers and all that. That's why I said now I could just give 2 cents for that. I just don't have no reason to, you know. If you want to do an interview about me on carving and why I do it, that's fine. You know, that's fine. But don't ask me to, you know, enter a thing to win a blue ribbon or a trophy. Done did it, been there, and do not need any more. I do not want them. I know my ability, and I know what I can do. So, I just don't need it. I just don't want it. Give it to somebody else. A good friend in Sweden, he started carving again after he cut his finger really good. But, just like falling off a bicycle, he got right back on it. I am so proud of that man. He is just, you know, he's just reaching out of the box and doing all kinds of things. And I'm extremely, extremely proud of him. He has just blown me away. And, you know, he contributes it because he's seen me on YouTube. And, you know, that's good and everything, but he has a natural talent. You know, he has a talent in some, you know, in art and stuff, and he's finding it. I may be helping him a little bit, but he lives in Sweden. Never met the man. We just talk online. You know, that's all we do. And he's impressed me so much. Anybody that, you know, the guy from Kentucky sent me pictures the other day on his carvings and stuff. Lord have mercy, he's good. Very good. I loved it. You know, you send me your pictures at daveposton@gmail.com. I love looking at other people's art. I just don't want. I know what my art is. I want to see something different. You know, I know what I do. Let's see yours. It may intrigue me. I may redraw it and say, "Hey, you mind if I carve one?" You know. Alrighty. Well, for just a tad of sanding in here and stuff, this little bowl leaf is basically done. Can't get really crazy with it because it's not very thick. You know, don't want to go through it at all. Huh. And we'll put some I think I'll just do some chatter instead of carving the lines into the stem. Just do some chatter. I do the stem a lot. I finish this thing, even though it's cedar, but I do put a finish on it. It's just a clear, but I do some other stuff to it. You know, I have a lot of secrets, folks, and, you know, I know a lot of people would like to know what I know, but you gotta realize I spent years recreating myself. Didn't have Walmarts, didn't have Google, and sure in the world didn't have that crazy computer, but now we got it, so we gotta live with it. So, all my art, I'm not a modern carver, I am an old carver. Where today a lot of your modern carvers, what I mean by that is everything is convenient to you. If you need some paint, you just go buy it. If you need a pattern because you can't draw or you don't want to challenge yourself, you get online and you buy it. I'm the opposite. Didn't have nothing, didn't grow up with nothing, grew up poorer than a church house mouse. But I created myself, folks. 100%. I am an old carver. I am not a modern carver. That's the difference. Holy, just everything. That's just the difference. Well, like I said, and then, you know, I'm not gonna get crazy. I'm just gonna knock off some highs. You know, I want that love in there, and I just want some, you know, finish the stem. You know, stuff like that. Take off some of these little points here, as I don't need anybody stabbing themselves. So I just kind of bullnose them over. See, that's like a little sharp point there. It kind of hurts, and how do I know? Woo, do I know? Yeah. Lucky then. Get rid of that pencil, Marcus. I've just shown you folks. Man, I'm all thumbs today. I am. That just had to be the flat part where she sets. I've had them wiggle woggle and had to fix them. I know I got strange words, but that's just the old man. But there you go. She's basically done, folks. Just real simple. And like I said, I'm going to come in here. Oh, mercy. Where's she at? There she is. I'll just come in here with just some... Take a palm chisel. Cut these little doodaddies and stuff in here. I know you're not going to see it right now because it is red and it's very hard to see stuff like that. But just kind of hit and miss. Yeah, can't go that way. That's better. I lost one of my lights in my shop, so over there is a little dark, and I've got to get a replacement. You know, they're a halogen light. Man, I tell you what, I'm missing it because I don't see like I used to, folks. I'm old. You know? I don't have the eyeball. That's why I don't really drive that much at night. I have nighttime blindness. I drive very little at night. Them new headlights they got out there should be illegal. They blind me. I can't see. Once they hit my eyeballs, well, I'm done. I got to pull off side of the road. So I don't take a chance anymore. Getting too old. That's how I traveled when I was younger, when in my business. I always traveled at night. I'd run right through cities and, you know, towns and different states, and never had to worry about nothing because there was no one out at 3 o'clock in the morning back then. And I'd hit Atlanta or Georgia, any parts of Georgia or Texas or, you know, Washington, D.C. I'd hit them all real early in the morning so I could zip through and not have to worry about that crazy traffic. Now I couldn't imagine what it's like right now. Lord, no. With all the new interstates and stuff. Not my cup of tea. I'd soon just stay in a one-horse town. Where I live at is very small. Like I told you, we got one grocery store. Not very big. Alrighty. Well, better not keep this one going up. It's probably racking. Let's get you up here, folks, so you can see the old man. You know, ain't much to look at. Whoo! Well, like I said, she's done. Very simple. You know, and if you don't got cedar, get you any kind of wood. Pine, oak, anything, poplar, whatever you can handle. Find you a leaf outside, look at it. You know, it's a weird little leaf, but that's how it was. Draw it on a piece of wood. You are the artist. You believe in yourself. I do. And everything. But anyway, I just want to say we're up to 970 some subscribers. We got to get to that 1,000, folks. So share and tell all your friends. And make sure you, when you watch it, hit that like button. It definitely, let's get you up here. It definitely will help my channel out. We're just building a family channel, like I said. Sorry, folks, I was getting dry. Got to have my coffee. But, you know, share. Show everybody. I appreciate it. And I appreciate it. And when I say this, I mean it. I love everybody that's been on my channel. Ooh, my hair's messed up. You know, but I love everybody that's been on my channel and everything, and subscribing and giving me comments and share me your pictures at daveposton@gmail.com. I am on Google Maps. Type in Whittler Dave. That's how you can come to my house. But anywho, thank you all. You all have a blessed day, and Whittler Dave will just talk to you later. Thank you.